So to continue, I'd like to talk about Bill Gates because, in my opinion, Bill Gates is absolutely brilliant. I really do love Bill Gates. He's such of a charitable, kind person, and he's donated so much of his wealth to fighting issues like global warming and, poverty and vaccinations, spreading vaccinations out. I mean, he is fantastic, and his vaccinations really did save the day during COVID. It was literally like a superhero, a bit like Batman, but better, to be honest. I mean, I think he's just absolutely brilliant, Bill Gates is, and, but despite his brilliance and despite his kindness, you've still got this group of people that are always attacking him, and they're bringing up his past interactions with Jeffrey Epstein, and even the news ambushing him, when they get him on the news, they ambush him and start asking him about Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, I say shut up. I mean, honestly, Bill Gates is brilliant. He shouldn't have to explain anything that he's ever done. I mean, he only had a few interactions with Jeffrey Epstein anyway, didn't he? I mean, well, not a few, quite a lot, like, but, that doesn't mean nothing, obviously it doesn't. I mean, just because he's associating himself with the world's most famous human sex trafficker, that doesn't reflect badly on Bill Gates himself, the person. Of course it doesn't. But, like I say, look at the vaccines. He sorted COVID out. His, philanthropy is absolutely marvellous. And I know his critics say things like he's just passing money around from, vaccine companies to charities which he owns and stuff like this. But I disagree. I mean, when I hear people criticise him like this, I just think to myself, what have you ever done to help? Do you know what I mean? You've never done anything to help. Bill Gates he's given millions. I mean, people who criticise him have literally never done anything at all to help. The proper, like, really clutching at straws, like them trying to expose something evil inside him that just isn't there. They say things like, why should we trust Bill Gates with the future of our children? When he was associated with the world's most famous human sex trafficker and paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. But, like I say, he might have met Jeffrey Epstein, he might have met him many times, which he did, according to the New York Times, but that's got nothing at all to do with us. I mean, he's super progressive at the end of the day, and he talks about climate change, and he talks about, cows farting in the countryside. I mean, I think he's brilliant. He's actually invested in Australian climate technology, which actually plans to actually reduce the methane from cows' burps. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. He's just absolutely fantastic, and people still criticise him, and they say things like he gives off evil vibes, and they find something, psychotically scary about him and weird, like, like he's an exaggerated version of Mr. Burns out of The Simpsons or something. I mean, but I don't agree with any of that. I don't think Bill Gates is scary or weird. I think he's absolutely fantastic.